So let's get into the nightclub bar scene real quick because I want to talk about how young people today are just flat out missing out on the culture of the actual nightclub. And of course, we're going to start with phones because people's fear of being recorded, people's fear of being on social media scares people from actually having a good time. You can't really lie about where you were at. Like, it's just a lot of factors when it comes to worrying about being recorded. The next thing I would say is the actual music. Does party music exist anymore? Like, don't get me wrong, there's always been gangster rap as far back as I can remember. But you still had other levels to rap music where there were certain songs that were played in the club and it had like a whole era. Like, say for instance, the Meet Me in the Trap shoulder lean era. Like, there was always some form of party music or some type of dance that hit the streets and just had the clubs going crazy. I feel like the last song that I could probably remember might have been Hot Nigga, actually, Bobby Shmurda's song. Like, that's the last vibe I caught that was reminiscent of how we used to do it back in the day. And I know that y'all think y'all be having a good time with these TikTok dances and all of that, but they don't hit at the club and when you outside like a dance that was done on the video that went with the song. It doesn't hit the same. And for crying out loud, I don't know how y'all ban cigarettes and then turn around and allow hookah. Because any place that I go to and it's like full-fledged hookah being blown all around, I be catching the carbon monoxide poisoning, honey. My stomach start flaring up. All types of stuff start happening. I start gagging. I be having to go outside so I can get me some fresh oxygen. That hookah calms the club down. I feel like that's more of a relaxing activity. So the fact that that's in clubs and bars, it's just kind of weird because I feel like dancing and hookah just don't go together. And y'all gonna be mad when I say this, but I don't care. The hair and makeup, the wigs and makeup, the girls that's fully beat down and have all of this stuff going on, they not getting out on the dance floor and giving it all they got. You know why? Because they got to stay pretty all night. You not sweating out everything you got going on because you don't want that wig to lift up. You don't want to look in the mirror and have, mascara or makeup or, sweat streaks running down your makeup. So the getting up out your seat, it just might not happen when, I'm extremely dolled up. And I'm not saying this in the sense of the girls didn't used to be dolled up back in the day. You had on your best, but you didn't wear things that you were afraid to lose or something that would make you uncomfortable in a club once you start having a good time. And I don't know about y'all, but when I get to a certain level of dressing and, hair looking a certain way, certain stuff is going on, I got all cheer work for you. I'm not getting up out this seat, honey. It's just not happening. So, yeah, being done up, cook the scene. You know what else messed everything up? The sections. Like, every bar and club is sectioned down. Like, they literally want you to go into a regular bar and buy a section or reserve a section for what? And when did it become a requirement? Like, why do I have to have a section in order to sit down at the bar and have some food and drinks? It's a bar. We're in the neighborhood. We're not in Center City. We're on the block. Why is it a section in here? Why am I looking at a section? Having a cover charge at the door for somebody that's strictly getting food. And I'm only going to buy a drink because I'm sitting in here waiting for the food that I just ordered from you. Why are you charging me for that on a Friday as a local bar? And this is the final thing that I'm going to say, because I want y'all to come down in the comments and tell me what y'all think ruined the club and bar scene. What made y'all girls start going in the clubs and the bars and buying bottles? Like, who told y'all to do that? Like, don't y'all know that somebody is supposed to be buying those bottles and pouring you a glass of whatever it is that you're trying to drink? How you end up paying for them?